Hi my lovelies, it's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do Facebook card reveals for you for this week. So, if you were drawn to card 1, we're going into the energy of the Ace of Swords. This is a time to reclaim your power, to reclaim your purpose, get that crown back up on your head and start to take control of your life. This is such an important time to cut any bindings, anything negative, whether that's physical people, circumstances, situations, behaviors that you find yourself dealing with or kind of coming up against. This is just a time period to cut away anything negative or unsavory and anything that basically holds you back, limitates you, or is devaluing you in any sort of format or any way. Literally, the sword is wanting to detach, is wanting to cut away those restrictions so you can set yourself free. And by doing this, you can have a clear focus, a clear vision of where you're heading, the direction you're going in, and just how you want to live your life. So this is a really, really important time to rise, to stand in your power, and to just get out there and do your thing and do it to the best of your kind of capabilities. The crown is waiting to sort of be put back on and to be ruled. So if somebody or a situation has sort of made you feel like you've lost your crown or you can't wear it, it's just time to stand back in your power. It's almost like going back into that bad bitch energy a little bit and actually know your worth, know you're better than some of these maybe experiences that you've been allowing or you've chosen to be around, because there's always a choice, isn't there? When someone's acting or behaving a certain way, we can blame a person, we can blame a situation, but actually sometimes if those people aren't able to put a boundary in place, we have to instill it through lack of their own incompetence. So maybe some of you are having to put some boundaries in as well, and maybe that's feeling a little bit unfamiliar, but don't accept or don't allow anything of lesser quality, of lesser energy. Just don't allow it in, and you'll find that you can master the way over those problems or those situations. So I hope that makes sense if you've been drawn to card 1. Definitely take back your power, but stand in your power. Now then, guys, as we're going into card 2, we're going into the energy of the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a great card. It's a celebration card. Usually it's about putting boundaries in place in the sense of sort of, not so much boundaries, but kind of more foundations. That's the word I'm looking for. It's like balance. It's allowing balance back into your life. Often this is suggesting and saying that if home life has become a little bit problematic or has felt a little bit out of kilter, everything's starting to improve, everything's starting to be fun and fabulous there. It's almost like all of your hard work, your dedication, your efforts are finally being sort of realised and are sort of paying off a little bit. Also, because we've got the physical castle, this often represents to changes around property and home. So it could be that maybe there's been some decorating, some renovation work going on to make a home feel lovely or fabulous, but very often there could be some thoughts and feelings about moving, could be a bit of buying and selling. If you found that there are changes or you're wanting to move or make some changes within the home, this is all going to start to come good for you. This is all going to start to fall into place. So hold that focus, hold the vision, because everything is starting to be celebrated here. It is about sort of balance, it's firm foundations, and everything's starting to kind of grow upon that, really. So if you feel like you've been in a bit of a rocky or a bit of a sort of turbulent space, things are going to improve, things are going to get better quite quick, quite dramatically, to be honest. So stay focused on where you want to be as opposed to where you've come from. Now then, guys, as we're going into your final card, we're going into the energy of the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is encouraging you to just look back over your shoulder, to recognise, to see your truth, your successes. Sometimes when we're sort of plodding along and we're trying to keep everything together, we sort of take ourselves for granted a little bit. And Six of Wands is encouraging you to just look at the quality of what you're bringing to the table. You might not feel like you're at a certain sort of perfect point in your life, but still look at what you have got, still look at what exists, even if it isn't perfect, because this is suggesting and saying that actually you're doing amazingly well. This is a victory card. This is a time to definitely sort of celebrate all those great victories, all those great successes for what they are. And sometimes I think it's just being easy and being gentle upon yourself and realizing that maybe you've been through a little bit of a roller coaster, a little bit of a journey, but you still live to tell the story. Some people don't make it out the other side, but if you have, that in itself sometimes is the success, sometimes that is the victory, okay? But there's a real focus here as well on sort of moving forward and embracing the future. A lot of these cards feel to me laying the past to rest and actively moving forward in a clean slate, in a clean space and time, with your head up high, knowing your truth. You can't change what other people have done to you or how someone has chose to behave, but absolutely you can control what you choose to sort of tolerate and acknowledge. So going to leave it with you. Celebrate those successes, celebrate those personal victories. That comes in really strong with this. So I hope you can make sense of these. Love and blessings. Have a fantastic week ahead, guys. Just a reminder that on Sunday, I'm in Martok doing one-to-one readings back at Katrina's hair salon. I'm actually fully booked for that now. There's a couple of people that still need to pay their deposits or their balances. So if you are one of those people, please get that paid. Please get that over by Thursday at the latest, because otherwise I'm going to have to reoffer those spaces, because I know what happens if people don't pay sort of straight away. We have a situation where they just don't turn up on the day, and then it's just a bit messy aroundy, and we want to try and avoid that. If you've booked a space but you find that you now can't go, it's not a problem. You know, I'm a normal, reasonable person, I like to think. Just drop me a message, just let me know. It's really not an issue, and I can offer the space to somebody else. So yeah, that's that really. So love and blessings, have an amazing week, and I'll catch up with some of you very soon. Bye for now.